both of them are doing what's absolutely right for them.
Well, I'll just,
Go
just to
ahead.
speak, quickly on that, it's, I wish everybody, I'm a Christian, I love Jesus, and it would be awesome if everybody could live on a homestead and homeschool their kids, and the wife stays home and the dad goes and fights and kills elk and deer, and we have this great harmony. But that's not life, So for instance, when COVID hit, when all these travesties hit, you're going to have people that stand up, and the way I look at it, because I'll be honest, my son goes to a private school. He was going to a private school when I was elected to the public school board. And when people asked me about that, my simple response was, it's like watching a sinking ship and your family's on it. I got my family to shore. I got my son out of there. Now, if I just got out and then just was okay with life, to me, that's wrong. You need people to stand up. They're going to go back in and figure out what's wrong with it and battle and try to fix it.
So,
now this ship is still sinking and there's holes, but there's a lot of great families in there that can't just drop everything and homeschool.
Okay, can I say something here?
Please just remember we're all on the same team.
Let's dismantle some stereotypes about homeschooling first. First off, we don't live on a homestead. I work more than a full-time job, and my husband works a full-time job, and we homeschool our kids. So if any of your listeners are familiar with For Your Children, they know that I've devoted an entire series of radio shows to working parents that homeschool, single mothers that homeschool. So the face of homeschooling looks really, really different than just homesteaders who moms.
I think he was
don't focus. Yeah, don't focus. Don't focus on that.
Dad, but that is a very familiar stereotype that's perpetrated within multiple demographics, where they say homeschooling is a privilege. Not everyone can homeschool. And I will say this. The only thing that prevents a family from being able to homeschool would be a judge who tells a family if they're divorced.
I understand that, and like I've had friends that have done homeschooling.
Yeah,
and it like ruined their marriage. I'm not saying there wasn't a better way to do it or something, but that's the hostility that I'm trying to kind of work through, because yes, Joe's stereotypical, but he's a Marine. So, you can't hold it against him. They are brute force. Okay. They are go in, get the job done, and get out.